Excellent. So here we are. Welcome back, everybody. City Martial Arts CMA podcast. Back with another episode. I am joined again by the notorious Khalid Taekwondoartist 2.0. How are you doing, brother?
Hey, brother. I'm fine now. Meanwhile, as you know, last week was pretty, hectic and aggressive, but this week actually was very good one. Start with multiple good days, Monday I came in good in the week, then Tuesday was my birthday, and I took Tuesday and Wednesday a little bit off, although I did 5 podcasts on Wednesday, but they felt like nothing because I think when you do what you love, when it's a passion, it's very easy. So yeah, this week was definitely way better.
Excellent, man. You seem like you're handling things really, really well. Well, first of all, before we get into anything, happy birthday, belated birthday to you, sir. Another year down.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. You already congrats me when I had my birthday on the actual day, but still I appreciate that, brother. Coming from you definitely means a lot.
Awesome, man. That's what we're here for. We're all friends in love and war. There you go. So
100%.
The theme for today is the no give up mentality, the lack of quit that is in fighters, that you see more, I think, in fighters than any other aspect of life. And when we're hit with roadblocks and adversity, and whether it's in fighting, injury or bad training sessions or whatever the case is, that the mentality is strong enough from us as fighters to not give up and not give in. And I think you demonstrated that very well in the last week, man. Tell us your story. What happened?
Yeah, first of all, like you said, you cannot give up, and with martial artists, probably it's more than in anybody else. It's just due to the nature of the, material itself, that fighters have to fight back and can't give up. But last week, actually, the Sunday before last week, at around 10 p.m. something, our European time, somebody hacked my Instagram account. And then I was like, shit. That's really annoying. I need to figure out what to do. And then immediately came into my thoughts, because I have a second account since 2018. It's the Jean-Claude Van Damme fan account. And even though it's a fan account, but when you have a fan account of a celebrity or so, you can probably get pretty much a good amount of followers because people just like that person. And then I thought, okay, I need to try to get the account back. Maybe I can use these Google codes, whatever, but for some reason it was not working. For some people maybe who are better with these things, you will have luck, because the Google codes work normally very good for people. Then you probably get your account within a day or two back. But for me, it seems like I cannot get it. And then I thought, okay, what can I do? I need to use that account in meantime. So from Monday to Thursday, I texted all the over 500 people I followed, texted them personally, and sent them always as a proof a voice message, that this is my new account, and I will transition this fan account into my main account. And then I had to post every day, couple posts per day, which I still do. I think within a month, if I have 50 to 100 posts, then I think my page looks really good again, like normally, like it's me. But it was so annoying, frustrating. And I felt the whole week very annoyed. I had a lot of anger, was really angry, tight, everything, like my thoracic spine, throat, neck was so tight, so full. Like I always felt like ready to really knock out everybody on the street if they annoy me, because it was just a shit situation.
Yeah. It's a super stressful situation, because at the end of the day, you built this page up. With your hard work, consistent content, posting regularly, and not just like I'm talking about your previous page now, where it was all of your original stuff, and all your podcasts are done through Instagram Live. So you built that up, and you had a following of 11,000 people, and it was just I'd say gut-wrenching to have that taken away from you. And it was some like piece of shit in some part of the world just decided to hack in, and then have the cheek to send you an email and ask for cash, like a payment to get it back. And then you got to trust him that he's going to give it back once you send the money. The people that I've talked to, basically, just to get from my own page, if we get hacked, that I was just basically told, if this ever happens, do not send any money, just forget about the account and restart again.
Yeah, definitely, because like you said, it's the same like with killers or people who kidnap somebody. Who knows if when you pay something will not happen? So that's why I just put direct action. And then I thought, if that's the case, fuck that guy and just start over. And the good thing is that's why I used the second account, because honestly, if I had to start with zero again, maybe I would start because of my podcast. That would keep me, alive in terms of Instagram. But I maybe would even, still not start again, because starting from zero again is really annoying. But with that Jean-Claude Van Damme fan account, you have already a good amount of followers, so you don't really have to start from zero. With that knowledge of, I know maybe in a couple of weeks or months, many people, like 5 to maybe 15,000 people, would unfollow me with that Jean-Claude Van Damme account if they see it's only me posting, not him really anymore. So I still have to figure out how to do that. Maybe once a week or every 2 weeks I post a story just about him, so to make the other people happy as well. But it's just very frustrating, but the martial arts instinct kicks in. You can never ever give up, brother. It's just, you need to keep going.
True. That's exactly it, and that translates to everything. If you don't get that job promotion, if you don't get that job that you applied for, if you don't get the apartment that you wanted, or whatever you're purchasing, a car, for example, what are you going to do? Didn't get it, give up. Something happened, give up. No, absolutely not. But from what I reviewed on getting hacked accounts back, the only people that they really kind of help on Instagram would be the blue check marked famous people who
Celebrities,
and like,
definitely.
It's a shame, because you worked hard on this. This was your work that was taken away from you, but at the same time, you had the best contingency plan I've ever seen ever, because you went from 11,000 followers to 30,000 followers overnight. And I would sincerely encourage every single follower on that Jean-Claude Van Damme page. Now it's Taekwondo Artist 2.0, correct?
Yeah, Taekwondoartistnew, and the description is 2.0, so people don't confuse that. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, I would encourage everybody to stay there, because they're still going to get their Jean-Claude Van Damme posts, and they're going to get an ambassador of Jean-Claude Van Damme, which is you. Obviously, you post regular content. You do good podcasts with people who are very interesting, who are very involved in the sports that we love, combat sports, including yoga, Pilates, general fitness. I love listening to your podcasts because of the wide variety of topics that you cover, but it all filters back into martial arts, which is what they're there for Jean-Claude Van Damme. So I would encourage everybody to stay there. And, for me, it's a success to look at you and see what's happening,
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you, brother. When I look back with that week, it's a little success, because I got, at least most important, all the people I liked and follow, I got them back. And even the last ones that sent me the recent days messages, oh, it's you, I didn't see the message. Because that's the thing, what happens when you follow somebody new and they don't really see your page first, or the messages, sometimes they get in the request order, and not everybody's checking messages like that every day. So the normal messages, they might get through, but the other ones not. So this is why, and I had that, I expected that it takes maybe up to 2 weeks until really the last people will answer, and that's how it turned out. But so far I have all the over 500 people I followed, I have them all back, which is the most important. And I'm, reconnected with them again. I kept going normal with the podcast. Last week, Friday, was my first podcast on this old/new page with John Hackelman for the 5th time. And John immediately knew, okay, it was me when I texted him, sent the voice. It was perfect. And then Monday, I had one normal podcast. On my birthday, I did 2. Wednesday, I did, 5 podcasts. Yesterday, I did 1. So I'm really back on track. And I made up for the last week. And tomorrow, I have a podcast as well. Today with you. So yeah, it's all on track. So nobody can break me. No matter what happens, that's the mentality I have. Nobody can break me. They can try whatever they want, but they will not get it.
There you go, man. That's exactly what every coach should teach their students. That you become so, how do I put this? Because I don't want to come across as arrogant, but to become unbeatable.
No, you can.
I'll try not to.
You can say whatever you want, brother. No, you can say whatever you can say whatever you want. How it is, because sometimes speaking out the truth is not always arrogant. Sometimes you need to put out facts. You need to speak out the truth, and people cannot always have as an excuse, oh, that's arrogant.
Yeah, true. So I guess what I'm trying to say is to become unbeatable. That doesn't mean you get your hand raised in every single fight, you know. To become
Yeah.
to be part of that mentality. It's like nothing's going to stop me here. I don't care how many times I fail on the way. Like I'm a new podcast. I've got 70 subscribers. I've got like a very few people watching my show right now, but nothing's going to stop me continuing. And let's see where we are in 2 years. We're having big problems at the gym now where we can't find a space that will facilitate our requirements in a contract because of everything coming up with, like, we foresee that there's going to be lockdowns and problems over the winter. And, you know, nothing's like, we could very easily close down the business. It's a limited company. It doesn't make any difference to my bank account. But we're not giving up. Myself and my partner have that mentality of you can throw any roadblock you want at us and we're going to power through it every single time. And you're an example of that mentality because you got on, you dusted yourself off within hours. You got on that new page. You communicated to whoever you needed to communicate to. You started podcasting 2 days later.
Yeah. So basically, Monday I started texting people. Thursday was finished, and then Friday I did the podcast immediately.
Yeah.
And so from Friday on, when I did the podcast with John Hackman, especially this week, I really did every day one. So I completely made up for that week, and that's how I feel like sometimes if you don't accomplish things from last week, then you can just easily in the next week double it up, and then you basically have an even balance. Because if you look back at your week or monthly, you know, check up, year check up, if you had one bad week but the other ones were good, or it's all about balance. It's the same with nutrition. When people eat, you know, 5 days a week super clean and then Saturday and Sunday not so, doesn't matter because the balance is still there. And so that's why I thought that's no problem, even if I just had last week one podcast, which is still better than no podcast, but this week I totally made up for the last week, so that's perfect for me.
Amazing, man. That's the mentality I'm trying to teach my guys and the people who are coming, who are consistent, who want to learn, who have bad nights training, who have good nights training, but there's no ego when you come back after a good night, and there's no demotivation when you come back after a bad night. It's just consistency. Keep going. Do not stop, you know? And you're a prime
100%.
example of that. That's when I saw your message, I was super down, and then about a week later I processed everything and I'm like, well, he's back to normal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm basically back to normal, but you know what's the hardest thing, and I can even admit that for me, we as human being, we always have that nostalgic feeling of, oh, but I did that for so many years, and all these very first posts from a couple of years ago and the first followers and everything. But then you think, why? But I got even my day one followers back. So like everything is normal. It's just a new situation that I don't have that many posts on this account like I had on my other account. But all the people knew it's immediately me. They even followed me all back, and you know, we reconnected. They still like and engage with the content on this page now. So it's not really a big difference. It's just, you know, for your brain maybe is sometimes not ready for a challenge, or when you do something new, because it's still living in the past of the nostalgic feeling. Oh, remember that time back then, how it was 2-3 years ago, this vacation or this and that. And sometimes you just need to let go of that and start new, and maybe it's, you know, better things happen. I feel like this page could be even better than the old one, because at least all the passive followers from the old page, they're not there because I started new. And so yeah, maybe it was for the better, so who knows.
Excellent, man. Well, I'm very happy that it's worked out for you and that you're still going. For anyone who doesn't know how I got involved with Khalid, basically I wanted to start a podcast, but I didn't have the courage to begin straight away, so I started doing some research and I started Googling podcasters like in like Europe, America, wherever. And I came across your page and I saw that you were doing podcasts through Instagram Live. And my wife was seeing me watch your show, and your voice was regular in our apartment. And she's like, "Who's he?" And I'm like, "He's a podcaster."
Oh, that's crazy. I appreciate it.
It's weird, right? It's like, he's doing these podcasts through Instagram Live and then uploading them through like the various different platforms. And I thought, you know what? I should practice talking on Instagram Live. So I just went live on my channel, just started talking to like 10, 15 people, answering questions in real time. And then I'm a fan, and I'm inspired, and I'm like ready to go. And then I buy this camera, I buy this microphone, I got the software, and all of a sudden I'm a podcaster. So
yeah, exactly. It's not that hard. And that's how I started at the very beginning, because I always knew, okay, you need camera, good microphone, kind of what you have. But at the beginning, if you're not sure what equipment and everything, because I'm definitely not an expert in all these technology things, and then I researched how can I do maybe first only an audio podcast before I do video, because I thought I want to have a perfect background, good room, like own thing. And then, just that's how I found out about the app Anchor, and this is a perfect voice recording app just for voice. And then for the people who don't know that, then the live podcast, the video, just started by an accident when I had Natalie Byrne on my podcast, and we didn't know how to get a call because she has a blue check mark. And then we just said, you know what, let's do Instagram Live. And then all you guys, you really liked it, and that was basically the start to add the live stream on top of the voice podcast. And now I think I give the people two choices. Some people like to watch and see the faces and the emotions, and some people, if they are driving now or do other things, they're occupied, they can't, they just click on Spotify or iTunes and can listen. So that's why it's sometimes things what we picture in our brain are way easier than we sometimes think.
Absolutely. And I love watching it for the emotions, man. You're the smoothest talker with the smoothest talker with the ladies, man. When you give
That's
those
what she said.
you give those compliments, man, those white teeth and those eyes just shine, bro. I love it.
Well, that's how you get them probably. And John Hackleman always has one thing he says, and he explained even why, because he said you can either see it as a funny way or even as a fact. Always when something happens, like, oh, he was so good, that's what she said. Oh, you give a compliment, oh, he's strong, that's what she said. And then sometimes it's a funny way, and sometimes it's even just a fact, and he always brings that up.
That's what she said. Yeah, from The Office. I think that's what that comes from. That's like an innuendo. I love it.
Yeah.
Amazing. So Khalid, I'm going to ask you, is there any last advices for people listening, or is there something you want to promote?
Well, just as far as promotion, if you want, guys, you can follow me on my new account, Taekwondoartistnew. So it's very important to put in the new, because I see still, a couple of people, which was very, lovely of them, but they, tagged my old account to wish me a happy birthday in the stories. But it's okay, I guess. That's still a thing I need to figure out, if I maybe change this so people don't, tag the old account. But as far as that, just follow me on this account then. And as an advice, just really never ever, like, you can use the ever 1 million times, never give up. That's definitely, it's not happening.
Never give up, man. That's a flawless mentality to have, and that's what I was saying earlier. Become unbeatable, because no matter what's in your way, no matter how many times you fail, keep going, keep striving, keep pushing for that goal to be reached.
100%. Definitely, brother.
Awesome, man. So, ladies and gentlemen listening, please subscribe to my channel. Hit me with some likes and comments.
Yeah, definitely they should, because I have to speak now for you. Your podcast is definitely awesome. You have great content. So just because you started doesn't mean it's not good. Sometimes starters are way better than the top people, but it's just the top people have, start ahead. But your content is definitely great.
Awesome, man. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. You're an inspiration to me, so that's where I am. So,
welcome, brother.
Thank you very much for listening, ladies and gentlemen. We will be in touch again. I wish you guys a very pleasant rest of the weekend. Take care. Thanks, Khalid.
Anytime, brother. Have a great day.